Hey guys, I thought today I'd talk briefly about love. Love. Love in the ancient biblical text is highly regarded as an action word. So cutting through all the flu-fluey of what we all think love is based on our own culture and our own commercialized industry of love, love means I have regard for you. You matter because you are part of it. You are one of God's children. It created you and it doesn't make mistakes. So you must be here for some reason, and I don't know what the reason is and I don't need to know what it is, but I'm going to regard you because I would like to be regarded as well. Introduce the golden rule. The golden rule. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Do you know that every major religion and every great philosopher has a version of the golden rule? It's literally in plain sight as to what we have to do to ascend, to move on to a higher state of consciousness. Love one another. How do you love one another? You hold regard for them. How do you do that? You treat them the way you'd want to be treated. That is so simple. Why is it that we can't get this right? If you think that you loving the people that give you what you want and act the way that makes you comfortable and works within this little paradigm of what works for you and anybody else who is different than you, who you can't identify with, you're okay to hate them, and you think you're still going to be able to get into the heavenly realms, I think you're going to be sadly mistaken. Because let's just think about what heaven is. Heaven, a place where love resides. Well, hell, if you can't get it right on earth, what in the world makes you think you're going to get it right there? What makes you think you even passed the test to get in to where love resides? Think about it. And keeping in mind that our limited linear little minds can't possibly comprehend the grandness of what those heavenly states are truly about. But doesn't it stand to reason that if I'm holding hate in my heart for another race or religion of people, that's going to X me off of the nice list and I'm not going to get in? Doesn't that stand to reason? Because when Jesus said love everyone, he didn't say love everyone so long as they're just like you. No, didn't say that. And yet we're all walking around claiming that we adhere to a certain religion. And how many of us are actually practicing the doctrine of love? Now, I am not perfect. Nobody on this planet, I think, is perfect. We all have got our own triggers, our own conditionings, our own cultural norms. But being aware of the fact that we are practicing, we are trying, and actually making efforts to do what our great teachers have taught us, it's something. But to say, yeah, I go to church on Sundays and I tithe my 10% and I'm a good Christian and I'm going to get into heaven and fuck all of you people. I don't think that's going to make the grade. I don't think that is what they're talking about. So if every single major religion on this planet and every major philosopher has some version of the golden rule, the do unto others, don't you think that there might be something to all that? Don't you think that maybe if we all just take a step back when someone's getting up in our face and we're getting really, really angry at them, if we just take a step back and say, all right, this person's being triggered. Something I have in me is triggering them. Maybe the way I stand, maybe my name, maybe the way I look, but something is putting this person on edge. If it were me in their shoes, how do I need to be spoken to right now to help diffuse me, to help me work through my own shit? And so maybe you take a step back and you'd say, I can tell you're really upset about this. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to bring up anything. Is there something I can do to help? Where are you at? Or maybe, dude, we're cool. I'm sorry. Come on, let's hug it out. Something. right? But instead what we end up having is ego wars. And boy, let me tell you, ego is out of control right now. We've got to put that in check. The ego is not something we're supposed to kill or cage or move away from us. It's part of us. It's part of our human experience. But it is driving. It is not supposed to be the one behind the wheel. So you recognize I get triggered. We all have triggers. You're going to throw something at me that's going to spark me up and get my back up against a wall. But you take a breath and you think, all right, do unto others. How would I want to be spoken to right now? How can I show love, show regard for this individual who is part of it, who was created by it, and it does not make mistakes? Yeah. Why is that so hard to understand? There is not a race of people that is better or chosen. Why would it create that? Think about that. If it has a favorite, why would it not just make the favorites? Why would it even bother with the other ones? Because we're all important. We are all matter. We are all part of it. And if we can get past the mind manipulations that the early church started to kind of use against the good-hearted people and aid in our confusion, we can get to the core of the teaching, which is love, which is the golden rule, and we can just start practicing it. Yeah, we're going to screw up. Yeah, we're not going to have it all figured out. Don't worry about it. As we take steps to care for those that come into our path and regard them as important, it'll just lay the way. We'll just progress. It'll be fine. But that is the number one thing that you have to learn, integrate, and practice to where it becomes very natural for you to get to that mindset in order to ascend. Because how can you get to the higher heavenly realms of ascension if you can't love others who are different than you? Do you think it's just going to be one small group of people who are there? Oh no, we're going to be from all over the planet, all over the star system, and we're going to look different. And we're going to have to be okay with that because it created us all, and that is what we need to remember. So, if this message or myself resonates with you, feel free to subscribe. And I do have a book on Amazon titled Calling All Dreamers I invite you to check out. Good luck on your journey. Namaste.